With our team very upgraded, it's time to take on the 5th gym leader, Koga, the ground-type enthusiast. Which unfortunately for him means he has a terrible matchup against my verdant sauropod. Taking out his first 2 Pokemon with Petal Dance does mean we're locked in against Charking, but since he just uses a Dragon Rage to leave me at 69 HP,
Nice.
Once we get confused, we can easily swap out the turn after into Gyaraking, who at this point has more than enough health to deal with Dragon Rage and can take out the Charking with a quad-effective Aqua Tail. This leaves Koga with a Lushru, making it free for us to pick up the 5th gym badge. In the Kanto games, blue tends to be one of the more difficult challenges, and in this randomizer, that certainly ended up being the case. Starting with Nidotop, he deals massive damage with a Thrash to guard Evantula before I take it out with a quad-effective Psychic. His second Pokemon, however, Heracross fused with itself, is a Pokemon my team is much less well-equipped to handle. Milnair swaps into a Megahorn, leaving her at just 5 HP, and I really don't have anything I can swap into. And sadly, this means that Milnair is never gonna get to become a Milknight. The only mon I have the Heracross isn't super effective against is Charganium, which even still almost gets one-shot by a close combat and can't take it out with a quad-effective Air Slash. Luckily, our team is full of answers to grass types, and I almost take out his Rosesaur immediately with a Flamethrower. He then tries healing his Rosesaur, which isn't gonna work since we're faster, so he opts for swapping out into Weepin' Gigas. And I'd be a lot more afraid of this thing if it didn't have Slow Start and if we didn't get a free hit off of that switch. Next in is Biorona, so I go for an Air Slash, which doesn't do as much as I was hoping, as I then get locked in with Fire Spin. Things were looking very bad for Chartile until I randomly get a critical hit, both taking out the Biorona and freeing me from Fire Spin. Thinking it's quad weak to flying, I stay in against Execucross, but it ends up surviving and taking Chartile out. Once more in this run, I'm being endangered by Heracross, and once more Robogator's gonna have to get me out of it. This time by surviving the close combat on 1 HP with Sturdy and finishing off the Execucross with an Ice Beam. Finally, Blaine is only left with Rosesaur, but I can't stay in with Robogator, so I swap out into Rocario. A Double Edge barely does anything on the switch, and I can take out the Rosesaur with an Ominous Wind the next turn, claiming the 7th gym badge. Thus, we've collected all 8 gym badges. And since Giovanni's just opened up a slot on our team, I think it's time to bring back our starter, which we're going to use the shiny stone we got in Saffron City on to evolve it into Guardian. And once we've evolved it, we can reverse the fusion to get this beauty. I'm talking about the awesome sprite work, don't get excited. Then once we've made our way towards the Indigo Plateau, we really should explore our options of encounters.